Good morning, children. I'm back with your grammar class, your English 1 class, and a good news for you all. This is the last lesson of your first term syllabus, that is the pronoun. So this is the last chapter of your first term syllabus. After that, I'll go for your division work, then with your comprehension, I'll do like this, okay? So this is the last chapter of your first term syllabus. So my children, what are you all doing in your house? Disturbing your parents? No, my children are so good. They will not disturb their parents. Okay? So enjoy yourself in your house. My dear children, please do it. Try to adjust with this situation. You can do it. My children are so good. They can do it. So now let's go back to the studies again. Now it may come to your mind, my children, that ma'am, what this pronoun is. What is this pronoun? What is this talking about? My dear children, this pronoun is a part of speech. Okay, this pronoun, like noun, you have studied about the noun, the singular, plural, the gender, then about the proper noun, about the common noun, collective noun, abstract noun, all these things you have learned. So, more or less the noun chapter is clear to you. Now I am going to another part of speech, that is the pronoun. Okay, so what is this pronoun about? You see the name? Noun. So noun is coming over here and pro is coming over here. So the full name you see pronoun. So what it means? A word that is having noun in it. Isn't so? It is having something noun. It's having something noun in it. But pronoun. It's not fully noun. So what is it? Pronoun is a word that stands instead of a noun. So pronoun is a word that stands instead of a noun. So this is what a pronoun is. A pronoun is a word that stands instead of a noun, in place of a noun. That is a pronoun. So if repeatedly I go on telling a name throughout and throughout, it sounds very odd. It sounds very odd, okay? So for that reason, you see that if I go to 2 or 3 sentences, if I go like this, that Sheila is a girl, Sheila goes to school, Sheila studies well, Sheila goes to park to play. All this Sheila, it sounds so odd. So in place of Sheila, if I write Sheila is a girl, very good. She goes to school. So in place of Sheila, I am writing she goes to school. Okay, she plays in the park. So this Sheila is this is replaced by the word she. So that she is a pronoun. Now if I talk about a boy or a male gender, okay, for male gender or the masculine gender if I talk about, then that name is replaced by he. Suppose Vicky is a good boy, Vicky goes to school, Vicky plays in the park, Vicky has a pet dog. All this Vicky sounds very odd. So in place of Vicky, I write he. Okay. So Vicky is a good boy. Very good. He goes to school. Instead of Vicky goes to school, I will write he goes to school. Instead of Vicky goes to the park, I will write he goes to the park. So instead of Vicky, the word that is replacing Vicky, the noun Vicky, that is, it's meaning the same, but the word is being replaced. That word noun is being replaced by a word that is he. That he is the pronoun. Okay. When I talk about the animals whose gender is not mentioned, when I talk about the animals, then it is denoted by it. I told you, I discussed you in the previous class when I was discussing the gender with you. Okay, so this common gender, this neuter gender, I want to say, it's not neuter, but it is presented with the neuter gender, and also the animals are also presented with it. Okay, now there are certain words in pronouns. You should read them very nicely. So today in your chapter, we are going to discuss about the personal pronoun. What that personal pronoun is. There is a chart. You have to remember the chart by heart. What is the first person? What is the second person? What is the third person? Okay. So let's go through the lesson. All of you, my dear children, open your book to page number 23. So the page number is 23. All of you open your book. All of you open your book. All of you open your book, pronoun, see, and the page number is 23. The page number is 23. All of you open. First, you see this, what a pronoun is. This definition you have to learn by heart. This what a pronoun is. Pronouns are words that are used in place of nouns. So what are pronouns? Pronouns are words that are used in place of nouns. Now, the word, see this sentence, Sheila has a pet dog. Sheila goes for a walk with the dog. Then Sheila has a pet dog. The Sheila is replaced by the she. The she, what the she is? The she is a pronoun that takes the place of the noun Sheila. Just like that, Prabhu bought a new car. He likes his car. So he means Prabhu only over here, he. But this Prabhu is replaced by he. So he is the pronoun over here. Okay, my dear children. Now see the words over here. I, you, he, she, it, we, they are also pronouns. They are used in place of a noun. That is the subject of a sentence. The subject tells us who or what the sentence is about. So it's talking about who the sentence is talking about. That is the subject of the sentence. It may use I, you, he, she, it, we, they. They are pronouns. Okay. Now words like me, you, him, her, it, us, them are pronouns. They are used in place of a noun that is the object of a sentence. So it is placed in the object of a sentence. You see these words, me, you, him, her, it, us, them. You don't start a sentence with this. Okay? It requires a verb in it. So it is used in the object of the sentence. The object has the action of the verb or doing work done to it. Okay, my dear children? So the points to remember. You see these points. You have to remember the points. Nouns he, him and she stand for boys and men. So this stands for the masculine gender. He, him, his. You studied the gender I discussed in the previous class. So this stands about he, him and his stands for the masculine gender. Then comes pronoun she and her stands for girls and women. So this she and her stands for the feminine gender. Okay, it stands for girls and women. The pronoun it stands for places, things, animals and birds. I told you it stands for the neuter gender and for the animals and birds. The pronoun it. Okay. So I suppose still here my students I am clear to you all. Now let's go to the next page. See, so many sentences are over here. Now see this. Pronouns I, you, we, they, them, me, you, him, her, us can stand for boys, girls, men and women. Okay. So these are common for all. It can be used for boys, girls, men, women. Pronouns they and them can also stand for places, animals, birds and things. So this, keep these two things in mind. Okay. Now when we read at these sentences, just see, he is Romesh. His favorite fruit is mango. He and his stands for Romesh the boy. So he and his, see, he and his, it stands for Romesh. She is Shilpa. Jyoti is her best friend. So she and her stands for Shilpa, the girl. We, Ajay and Ajit, we are boys. Look at us. So we and us stands for Ajay and Ajit, who are boys. I am Shivani. Look at me. Here I and me stands for Shivani, the girl. We are Parvati and Pragati. Look at us. So we and us stands for Parvati and Pragati. They are girls. You are Rohan. You are an honest boy. So you stands for Rohan the boy. You are Deven and Om. You are good boys. So you stands for Devan and Deven and Om, who are boys. So this sentences you see very carefully. You are Avantika. You are a good girl. Here you stands for Avantika. You are Pallavi and Shikha. You are good girls. See, all this stands for pronoun. Here you stands for Avantika, that is girl, that is a pronoun. And here you stands for Pallavi and Shikha, those are girls. So you stands for singular also, noun also and plural noun also you stands for. Now Romesh and Yogesh are my friends. They are playing cricket. So see, they look at them. So they, them represents two, Yogesh and Romesh. Okay. So this stands for plural noun. You see, they and them, they are plural pronoun. Okay, my dear children. Here they and them stands for Romesh and Yogesh, who are boys. Mitali and Shefali are my friends. They are skipping. Look at them. So here they and them stands for Mitali and Shefali. This is my new car. Look at it. So it, as it is, it belongs to a neuter gender. It is it. It stands for it. Stands for the car. Now, these are my new shirts. Look at them. So here them stands for shirts. So this you should keep in your mind, the sentences. Now I am going over here. See, the pronouns I, you, he, she, it, we, they, me, you, him, her, it, us, them stands for names of persons or things. Such pronouns are called personal pronouns. So see, all these words which you studied just now, I told you about these words. These are all names of persons or things. It represents the name of persons or things. So such persons, such pronouns are called personal pronouns. There are three kinds of personal pronouns. Now let us see this chart very nicely about the personal pronoun, what this personal pronoun is. See this chart very nicely. First person, see the chart very nicely. All of you students, open your book to page number 28. Open to page number 28. See. Read this chart. You have to learn this. It's very important. Keep this in mind. First person singular, I. First person singular, me. And first person singular for mine, for possessive. Okay. So I, me, mine. For first person singular. For first person plural, we, us, ours. So we, us, ours for first person plural. Then second person singular plural both is represented by you and yours. So here singular and the plural both is represented by you and yours. Okay, for the second person. Then the third person, see for the masculine gender, for the singular, he, him, his. Feminine, she, her, hers. Okay, for the singular, it's talking about the singular, and for the neuter gender, it. Okay, and for the plural we see, for the common, they, them, theirs. Okay, so this chart you have to learn by heart, my dear, very nicely. It's very, very important. I gave a star over here. All of you should do it by heart. Okay, okay, now let's go to the lesson back. Go to page number 26. First person referring to the person speaking is called the first person. For example, I, me, we, us. So I and me always stands for the name of a single person, man or woman speaking. Okay, so I and me, you are directly speaking. So that is the names of single person. So that lies in the first person. We and us always stands for the name of two or more persons. That is stands for woman speaking. That is singular. That is plural. So first person singular, I, me, and second and first person plural, we and us. So singular, I and me, plural, we and us. Then the second person, a pronoun referring to the person spoken to is called the second person. For example, you. So when I'm speaking to some person, that becomes you. That is the second person. So over here in the second person, singular, plural, both stands for you. Okay. Then the third person I'm going to. Third person, a noun referring to the person or animal spoken of is called the third person. So about whom we are speaking of, that is the third person. For example, he, him, she, her, it, they, them. Okay, so he and him always stands for the name of the single boy or the man spoken of. So this lies for the singular, for the third person singular. She and her always stands for the name of the single girl or woman spoken of. So this is talking about the third person singular. Then it stands for the name of a thing or animal spoken about. So this also lies in the plural form. Then they and them stands for the names of the either persons or things spoken about. So this stands for the plural. Okay, my dear children. So this one is clear to you. So to know this very clearly in a nutshell, you have to go to this chart. You have to go to this chart, page number 28. So this chart you have to know very nicely. I'm telling you once again, this chart is very important. Then Possessive pronoun. So what is that? What is the meaning of possession? Possession means to owe something, that you own something, that is your possession. Okay, so what it is talking about? Possessive pronoun. I am Sachin, the kite is mine. So here this mine is talking about the possession, that Sachin is taking the possession of this kite. It belongs to him. So here it is showing that mine shows the possession by Sachin, that Sachin owns that. That is mine. I am Lina. This doll is mine. So here also mine. So this pronoun shows the possession, that Lina is showing the possession of the doll. Okay. We are Kamal and Rohit. These kites are ours. Ours also shows over here the possession, which is owned by Kamal and Rohit, the boys. We are Salma and Nina. These dolls are ours. So the word ours shows possession by Salma and Nina. So these are the words which shows the possession. So you should keep this in mind. Hello Neeraj, this book is yours. Is this book yours? So yours, when it's talking about yours, it's talking about the book which Neeraj is having with him. The word yours shows possession by Neeraj. Okay. Hi Meera and Mala. Are those frocks yours? So here it shows the possession which is owned by Meera and Mala. Then he is Kim. His cap is his. The word his shows possession by Kim. His. Okay. So like this, hers, his, then theirs. All this shows the possession. See, mine, yours, his, hers, ours, theirs. All these are called possessive pronoun. So these are the points you have to remember. See, mine stands for the thing belonging to the person writing or speaking. Ours stands for the thing belonging to more than one boy, girl, man or woman. Yours stands for a thing belonging to one boy, girl, man or woman. Yours also stand for the thing belonging to more than one boy, girl, man or woman. Then theirs stands for a thing belonging to more than one boy, girl, man or woman. So these points you have to remember by very nicely. And this one, this is very important, this chart. I'm telling you, this is the main thing which you find in the chapter. It is very important. You learn it by heart. Learn this chart by heart, and then you will see that you can do all the exercise very nicely. The exercise I'm going to discuss on the other day when you are having the grammar class with you. So when you are having the grammar class with you, I'm going to discuss it on the other day when you are having the grammar class with you, the exercises with you, and the same you will get in your assignment. So till then students, stay safe in your house and study the chapter, learn the chart by heart, and stay safe in your home. Bye bye.